Hi everybody, welcome to Khong Driving Channel, and today we are back at our friendly Toyota dealership in Amansuria. It's the United Star Corporation, and what we have before us is the all-new Toyota Corolla Altis. Okay, this car may look very much like the old one, but it is actually built on a totally new platform. So we actually have a car on the other side, that's the old one, and this is the totally new one. It looks very similar, but so the character line for Toyota branding is very clear, but you see here is different. This is part of the new feature called the Toyota Safety Sense, and it has some new features that are very interesting. But anyway, looking at the front, this is the nomenclature or the way the cars are built. Very minimalistic lights, but it carries the same character, and this is of course the Toyota Roundel, and the intake is made visually much bigger, even though actually it's not that big. Then you have your little fog lights, and your projector lights are here. Of course, you have also LED type daytime running lights. So it looks very much Toyota, very Corolla. Okay, now looking along the sides, let's have a look along the sides. You get 17-inch wheels. Yeah, these are 225/45 R17, and of course in the brakes are ventilated discs, and this is a McPherson strut. Now over at the back, we move over. You can see door handles are different, it's new, and basically the car retains the Corolla size, but the new platform that the car is built on is called the Toyota New Global Architecture, which in short is TNGA platform. And the interesting part about the platform is that the rear suspension is now a double wishbone. Now, this type of suspension actually costs more to make, but I think Toyota thought that it was worth the trouble to do. And so this architecture is seen, actually it all started with the Toyota 86, which carries it. The car was designed quite a few years ago, and when the new TNGA platform was adopted, I think they decided to adopt that type of rear suspension. So this suspension is found in the Camry, which I have evaluated recently, and I was so impressed with the handling. And of course, those of you who have driven the CHR will also marvel at how well it handles. And the good news is it has come down to the Toyota Altis, yeah, and this car, we haven't driven it yet, but it looks like it will handle well. Now, moving to the back, it looks very much like the old Altis, but the lights are different. Okay, totally different. I think the other one had the light slanting the other way. Now is opposite direction, and this garnish runs across all the way to the back. And so here is where the reverse. The itself is much thinner and slimmer, and makes the car look visually more appealing. Now let's have a look with the old one. The lines are different. The lights were much bigger and they made it smaller, and they have a spotlight down there. This spotlight is now LED and much smaller in the new car. And the front part is very much Toyota, but this is the old emblem. The new emblem has got some radar stuff inside for the Toyota Safety Sense. Okay, coming to the front part of the car, we are going to have a look at the engine. Okay, it has this little stick as usual. They haven't got to the stage where they will have a hydraulic mount, but it will come soon. Okay, this is the engine that's carried forward from the previous version, and so there is nothing much new about this. They have done some retuning, so the horsepower numbers have changed very slightly. This one has got 139 PS at 6,000 RPM and 172 Newton meters of torque. Now, the difference that I notice now in the new way that the engines are built. This is a wide head double overhead cam, so it actually develops much better power. So this is a real DOHC as compared to the previous generations where they have one cam driven and then that cam drives the other cam. This one appears to be driven by one chain driving two cams. Okay, so you can see here, this is not a timing belt anymore. It's using timing chain and or gear. We don't know the details, but this engine looks like it's fully aluminum, and you can see the lightweight construction. Yeah, this is now plastic to save weight, and this is where the intake is. Now, will this car take Kuala Lumpur flash flood well? Yeah, it should do, because this is the intake hole, this is the intake, and so the intake height is about here, so which means you can cover up to your knee in water and technically still get through. But of course, if the water is very deep, please try not to go into flood water. But if you really have to, you know that you can go up to the number plate and still be quite safe. But of course, anything can happen. You go into a dip, it can get deeper. But anyway, the intake is high, which is good. And this is also a car that is driven by wire. So you can see that this is the throttle body, and the drive-by-wire thing is inside there. Okay, battery is small and should be enough. And if you look at it from the side, let's take a look from the side. The engine sits just in front of the front wheel, so the weight overhang is not so high. Yeah, so this car should be pretty well balanced. The front part of it is generally empty except for the radiator and the aircon condenser. So drive is to the front wheels, of course, and there's a 7-speed sequential CVT. Later we'll check whether they have pedal shifters. Yeah, okay, so that's about it for the power part of the car. All right, moving to the interior. So we can see, okay, seats are, okay, this is leather. Guys, this is the G version, yeah? The other version is the E. So just in case I forgot to tell you, this is 136,888, and that's the G. The E is 128,888. Okay, so you can get a car for under 130 or at 136,888. Okay, inside there's a total change in the instrumentation, and it looks pretty good. In order to see, I think I have to sit inside. And okay, yes, there are pedal shifters. All right. Okay, this is good. This steering is about that's about 13.5 inch steering, which is just about right. And let me check. Can we adjust? Yep. Okay, there's travel for adjusting the telescopic length and also the height. Okay, then the lock is mechanical, yeah. And then the seat, okay, you can adjust height, you can move back and forth, and you can even adjust the what you call thigh support, yeah. You can go this way, and then of course this is electrical for the rake, and this is okay, this is lumbar support, yeah. This one pushes the seat back or forth, so it pushes against your small of your back. Yep. We have got the engine started just for a few minutes. The Optitron meter is here, it's nice and blue. Rev counter is on the left, speedometer is on the center, fuel gauge and temperature gauge on the right. Steering controls, mostly for the audio system, and this is for the cruise system. Okay, so in the front you have a very nice looking console. That's plastic, of course, and then there's a sport mode. Okay, the sport mode button here. So if you press this, the color changes to red on the meter. So that's sport mode to give you a bit more excitement. Then they have traction control off. in case you get stuck in sand, yeah. So then you have also the electronic parking brake, and this is the auto hold, which helps to hold your car on a slope. And over here you have a 6.8-inch touchscreen, and agree, and let's go home. Okay, you have your time and your radio, your USB, your phone link. Yes, you can link your phone, and then there is a Bluetooth, and what else? Okay, you can adjust the thing that you want, and that's your time. So it's mostly audio. Okay, there is also a 360-degree monitor plus tire pressure monitor system. Okay, pretty neat. So this car has got quite a few good stuff, but what is most interesting is that this car also has the Toyota safety sense, and it's got a few items that are of note. And I'm going to switch off the engine, and the items that I'm talking about is, one, it's got radar control cruise control, yeah, active cruise control. So what you can do is you can follow in a traffic jam, you can follow another car indefinitely. Only thing is, because of safety, yeah, if the car stops for less than 3 seconds, you can continue. But if it stops for more than 3 seconds, the Toyota, like a lot of other safety measures that other car companies do, they want you to press the resume button so that you don't fall asleep, yeah. And then it will go on at all speeds. Then the next thing it has is autonomous braking, which means pre-collision system, they call it. So if it senses that you're too near another car, it will work out at the speed, yeah, what distance is too near, and then it will give you a beep. And if you don't respond to the beep, it will brake autonomously. Okay, of course, there is no guarantee you won't hit, but it's actually to mitigate, yeah. And at low enough speeds, especially like in a car park, then it actually can stop. But at higher speeds, it only helps to mitigate. It may prevent accident or collision, but the main idea is they don't want to guarantee it. It probably can. Okay, and then the other one is lane departure alert. If you are following in a lane and you wander off, then it will beep beep. Okay, and then on top of that, in relation to this, they also have what you call lane tracing. Now, lane tracing is different from lane departure mitigation. Yeah, instead of making your car bounce between two lines, you know, like it senses it goes to the line, then it bounces back, then it goes to the other side, then it bounces back. This one actually works on two lines and actually keeps your car in the center. And when the lines turn like that, it actually turns the steering for you. To the degree to which it will turn, we haven't determined yet. We'll probably have to wait for a test drive for that. So these are the new Toyota Safety Sense features that make this car a lot safer and different. Yeah, I think it's only in the G variant. Yeah. Okay, so that's about it for the interior. All right, here I am sitting at the back. Now the seat is adjusted to my normal driving position. I think I'm average height. A lot of people say I'm not, but anyway, I think I'm average height, and this is about 8 to 9 inches of space. So in terms of leg room at the back, let's slouch a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. The back seat is slanted slightly, and no, you cannot recline. And of course, they have this thing that allows you to put your feet into the back of the seat, and seat pocket for you to put your iPad. So this basically is a car that is claimed to seat 5 people, but honestly speaking, 4 is about right, because you need to have a bit of space in between, unless you like to sit with people and, you know, sort of rub shoulders and rub thighs. Yeah, so maybe you can put a little kid lah. And maybe you can't see it, but yeah. Okay, nowadays this is very expected. You need to have adjustable seat belt height. And there are 2 coat hangers, and there are 4, oh my god, handles. What's the oh my God handle? It's like when you sit in the car and somebody else is driving and you hold on to this and you say, oh my God! Yeah, that's called a oh my God handle. Okay, so the back seat is quite comfortable, and yep, there's a center, what you call armrest for with drink holders. Yeah, center armrest with drink holders. Pretty nice. Okay, now I think it's time to take a look at the boot. Okay, there's a lever here, is on the side. Okay. All right, a bit of class here, some lining. And this is a very standard looking boot. It's quite deep. From what I see, okay, what they have done is they have added in this little piece of rubber or plastic to, it's a boot liner. And you have space to put maybe 2 large suitcases. Okay, then let's look whether they have a spare. Actually, I don't like this because you can't open the bottom. It's quite a big piece. Okay guys, this is how big the boot area is. It's an indication, yeah? So you can put maybe 2 suitcases, and the height is here. Okay, let's look. Now you know why I don't like the cover, because it's so hard to open. This is the spare tire, and good news, it's a full-sized alloy rim. Okay, that's actually worth money, you know. You know how much one of these rims cost? And here's where you put your jack and your towing eye. Yeah, this is the towing eye for you to tow your car in case you need. And this is the boot, yeah, quite big. All right, so now we got to put this one back. The first thing I'll do is I'll throw away this one, and then my wife will scold me when something spills in the back that you should have kept it. Yeah. Okay, it's a necessary evil. And why do you have it? Because it's there. Okay, there you have it, guys. This is the all-new Toyota Corolla Altis built on the TNGA platform. And please let us know what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe, yeah? And but anyway, stay tuned. We're going to try to take the car out for a drive.